Hey y'all, whether it's morning, evening, or afternoon, I'm just glad that you guys had decided to vibe with E. Yes, the one and only E. Hey y'all, hope y'all feeling amazing, doing amazing, and just being amazing overall. And if not, it's okay. It's all right, my friend, because you know why? Bad times don't last forever because after every storm there is a rainbow. And you're getting closer and closer every day to that rainbow, that pot of gold, that light at the end of the tunnel, whichever one that you prefer. I promise you, my friend, these bad times do not, and they're not going to last forever, and we're not going to let them defeat us. But I also want you guys to remember that we need to embrace as well as enhance these bad times that we're going through because those times are going to help us when we want to get to the beautiful times that we have been manifesting, praying for, and just been hoping and pushing, hoping and manifesting and pushing to get towards. Okay? Okay. Hey y'all, what's up? What's poppin'? To the ones that are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for the ones that are not new to this but true to this, hey y'all, what's up? What's poppin'? As we enter the second week of July, I just want to say so far, July has been very good to me. I hope July has been very good to you guys as well. Going back to our themes for this month is like refreshing, realign, and I think it's re-engaging. Yes, refreshing, realign, and re-engaging. So I hope you guys are doing those three. And if not, it's okay. July's not over. Like, we still got a couple days left. So, like, this is the peak of July, so we still got time to get things done. Also, I hope you guys are really, really taking an initiative of your mental health as well as your well-being because you deserve it all. Even though, yes, it's summertime, but we still need to practice those things as well because we matter. Our mind and soul and body, everything matters as well. You know, it's summertime, we want to have a good time, but we want to make sure our mind is good before our body physically is ready to do whatever we want to do. Okay? So, first and foremost, as always, I thank you guys so very much for taking the time out of your busy day to listen to me or watch me, whichever one you prefer. I sincerely appreciate it a lot, like a very, very lot, because I know at times life be lifing, and we cannot always do the things that we want to do, such as like sit down, watch our favorite person, listen to our favorite person, or whatever the case may be. So that's why I say morning, evening, or afternoon, because you may watch it early in the morning, when it drop, when it midnight, whatever the case may be, days later, whatever the case may be. So I just appreciate you all so, so very much from the bottom of my heart. For the ones that are new here too, I appreciate y'all too for even just wanting to see who the heck is vibing with E, what's she about, and what's really going on, like what's tea. Also, too, y'all, I'm so, so super excited as well as so honored that you guys have been loving the Vibe It Out with guest appearances. Like, I am just so filled with so much joy that you guys like that series because I say this all the time. I was super nervous of doing that series due to just being able to have guests come on there, but let alone just being able to be comfortable with just having people on there beside me to talk about whatever topic that they want to talk about and packing their wellness and education is the well. That's all. Shout out to all the guests that have been on there. Shout out to the upcoming guests as well. Overall, just shout out to everyone that has been watching as well and who has been really, really, really liking the series and things like that. So I appreciate you all so much, from the likes, the comments, the sharing, the views, all that. Like, I sincerely appreciate it a lot, and I have more stuff in store for you guys. Like, I'm just so super excited. Since we have made 2 years, I've been doing a lot of new things, like the weekly newsletter. That's something that people are really, really liking, to get a little sneak peek of what's going on. The Vibe It Out with guests, that has been very amazing. The wellness series is still going good, and then also the main series of the Vibe of the Day has been going good too. So I just thank you all so very much. Also, I want y'all to take the time to reflect as well during this episode or after this episode, to just reflect on how have things been for you mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially, especially wellness. It's summertime too. We in the, what they say, we in quarter three. It's quarter three now. So I ask you guys to really take time and digest and to just unwind and see how things have been going for you so far. Because I know at times things don't always go as planned. Like for me, I know last year wasn't good. These couple from January to June, and then when July to December came, that's when things okay, this makes sense now. Okay, it's coming together. And now this year is the complete opposite. January through June has been amazing, and July so far has been going good as well. But I just want you guys to also just take those 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 40, 45 minute mirror conversations to yourself, just to reflect on things that we really don't reflect on in the day. So reflections are really big too. I'm doing now, introducing, because I feel as though we all need to have that moment to just think about life, or think about what's going on in our life, or what we want better, within our personal life, our professional life as well. Whatever you prefer, just take that time to just have with yourself. You can think out loud, write it down, or whatever, but reflections are very key and very important to help us on a mental level as well as a physical level, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and financially. Yes, we're talking a lot about finance, trying in finance a lot now, because I did mention finance within last year, and I mentioned some in the beginning of this year. So I'm trying to incorporate finance in every aspect of every vibe of the day, because life is life, and we spend money every day. Spend money don't make no money, and we spend a check to get it right back, and all those things. So yeah, but yes, y'all. So before we get into it, I just want to say again, I thank you all so very much. I hope you're doing well, and if not, my friend, I promise you're going to get through this. I'm here for you. You can reach out to me. I'm praying for you and things of that nature, because we all go through it. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be all right. Please make sure that you have your reasons, that the people that you consider to be your close friends, your A1s, day ones, all that is in your corner. And please identify who's for you and who's not for you. I know at times it takes a hard time for us to understand who's for us and who's not for us. Trust me, we live and we learn, and when we get older, we know who's for us and who's not for us. Trust me, it's okay, it's all right, it's a part of life, but I guarantee you, my friend, you know who's for you, you know who's not for you, and you know who you're comfortable with expressing yourself to and who you're not comfortable expressing yourself with. But nevertheless, y'all, going back to the vibe, fostering connections to strengthen relationships, that was a super dope episode that everyone was going bananas behind. I was like, oh my gosh, so shout out to that episode too. So going back to episode 2 have really blossomed a lot of conversations for people, as well as for me, to know what's for them and what's not for them. Okay? So without further ado, y'all, I want you guys to sit back, relax, and enjoy hearing my voice or watching me on YouTube, whichever one you prefer. I don't care if you're on the go, on the move, moving around, whatever. You're home, at work, whatever. I want you to get comfortable. Turn me up on your PCs, your phones, tablets, Alexas, Google Docs, whatever. Because as always, every vibe of the day is something special. Now, this vibe, y'all, is a little bit different, and is a vibe that it was really funny to me at first because I thought of my childhood. But it's really needed, because as a person that's on this journey too, within this, even though it was kind of funny when I thought of it and did the flyer, but I'm like, it's real life. We all go through it. Don't get me wrong, mental health is key as well as the wellness, but have we ever thought of like the things that we put in our bodies, the things that we do to our bodies that also impact our mental, physical, emotional, spiritual wellness and all that stuff? Right, like let's take a moment in silence and be like, dang, E, you got a point. I know. Now let's get into today's vibe of the day. So today's vibe of the day is nutrients for summer, refreshing, and hold on, y'all. Hold up, I messed up. So today's vibe of the day is nutrients for summer, refreshing, and nurturing seasonal foods. And the reason why I laughed at this when I did it, because as a child, like certain cartoons and stuff, The Wiggles was one cartoon that always had the song that I was singing as a child, the fruit salad song. And when I did the flyer and thought of it, I could not find like a picture. I wanted to put that on there so bad. But like I said too, also as a person on the journey of trying to eat healthy and do healthy things, like y'all, look, I had a smoothie, and that thing, see how big the cup is? You watch it on YouTube. This cup is like a good little amount. And the smoothie was so good, y'all. Like the frozen fruit and all, I hooked it up real good, y'all. And when I thought of the episodes of the Bible today, I was like, oh my gosh. I'm talking about seasonal foods, as well as, what's good for the body, what's not good for the body, things like that. So this episode is going to be very different from every other vibe, but I feel like it's very important because it is talking about things that we put in our body, as well as what we do to our body. Like, for me, at some point in life, we all gain weight. And y'all, over the weekend, I had a field day of just throwing away clothes that I couldn't fit or I didn't want. Most of them I couldn't fit no more. And I found clothes that I got that I didn't even know that I could still wear. Like this, y'all, I'm wearing is a one-piece short set. Like, it's a one-piece with biker short. Shout out to Shein for it. But I bought it from Shein. And I was like, I can't fit that. But I put it on, I was like, okay, cool. But nevertheless, y'all, too, I really, really want to focus on this because going back to, like, just the things we put in our body, especially food-wise, because I believe, too, like, a certain food that you eat can make or break you. Like, it can make you feel good, and then some of it can just not make you feel good at all. Like, it just make you feel like, okay, cool. Like, most people, coffee is their go-to. It helps in the morning. Me, is a slippery slope. Like, maybe it'll help and maybe it not. Like, such thing as Red Bulls. It may work for people, it may not. A smoothie works for me, y'all. Like, lately, it's been helping me get my stuff together and everything. I feel like, for me, I could drink a smoothie any time of the day, all day, every day, and I'll be good. Some people's like, no, it's not for me. So we all got different types of things that works for us and what don't, especially when it comes to food. What are we putting in our body? We have to make sure that helps us with our vibe too, especially mentally and physically within our wellness and within how we feel emotionally. And on our financial side of what can we afford as well. So let's get into it. If you're new here, I break down every vibe of the day into the definition, the 5 W's, the quote of the day, and a thank you. And a thank you for tapping in and give y'all a little scenario of like just summarizing again like why it's important and things of that nature. So just a little ending, like after the quote, a little reminder of why it's important or whatever the topic was of the day. So the vibe of the day is nutrients for summer, refreshing and nourishing seasonal foods. So the definition of this is summer nutrients is all about fueling your body with seasonal foods that are light, hydrating, and full of nutrients. It's the practice of eating intentionally, choosing fruits, vegetables, herbs, and protein that not only will satisfy your hunger, but support your energy, digestion, and overall wellness. Summer food helps your body adapt to the heat, stay hydrated, and feel refreshed from the inside out. So, like I said, going back, it's summertime too, y'all. We want to have a good time. Yes, at times we put things in our body where we're not supposed to put in there, and then it creeps up on us during the day or at night for the next day. For example, y'all, hangover. The certain stuff that we drinking, it gets us, as well as the food too. Like, for example, y'all, I have finally came to the realization that I don't like cheeseburgers or hamburgers if it's not on the grill. Like an actual grill that I can see you grilling. Like versus like McDonald's, Burger King and stuff, it's not the same. Some people be like, yes it is. I be like, no, it's not. Because that's frozen. And some people, hand make their, like when you go to barbecues, cookouts and stuff, some people homemade make their patties, okay? And I just like certain, like I'm slowly but surely, like certain stuff I just don't like no more. Like certain cheeseburgers and hamburgers, French fries, stuff like that. And there's so much grease in the French fries. Like I stopped eating French fries. Like it's just so crazy. Like y'all, it's summertime. That's all you expect. Family reunions, birthday parties, cookouts, just to cook for whatever. We don't really think of at times like the calories and stuff like that. Because I'll go back to 2 years ago, me and my best friend, he is a phenomenal person to go to the gym with. However, for me, it was not working. Like he had me on the app, the health habit app, but I forgot what it's called, but I think it's something like that. And I would check, he set the calorie for me each day. When I first started, y'all, I was always going over the calories. And when I went over the calories, it was always for the snack part. Because breakfast, I'd be cool. Like eggs, bacon, I probably make myself. Or probably get a bacon, egg, and cheese. But lunchtime, I always would skip or don't even really eat that much because I'm always eating a snack. And then dinner time is like the same thing. You may or may not eat. But breakfast was one thing I had to eat, at least if it was a Pop-Tart, oatmeal, or something. And just going back to how that impact with me within like the food I ate, I was like, okay, that impact with the calories, because one thing we don't look at too is how much is this we're putting in our body that's going to affect us. And I've learned that summertime too is a big thing. That's another thing to y'all. It was summertime when I started to be on my healthy journey but not really taking it seriously, but it was in the gym, but was like, this is not for me, quote unquote, unquote, unquote. Summertime, y'all, we have a ball. Like, we do the drinking, we do the eating stuff we're not supposed to eat. But it's so many ways that we can endure on how to handle that. Like, we can still be able to eat what we want to eat, but we have to, like, tone it down. Like, you know how people, like, tone their body up and tone it down? Like, baby, I'm trying to tone mine a little down. Because I got a little gut, you know? So, you know, within the summer nutrients, you know, it's all about growing your body with seasonal food. The fruits and vegetables, herbs, and protein. I'm real big on, like, chicken, steak, and things like that. Vegetables, I like greens, beans, and things like that. Fruit, like, I just had this smoothie with anything in here? Sorry, y'all. It had, like, peaches in there, strawberries, mangoes. Ooh. Imagine I don't have no more of the frozen fruit of that, but I have to go get another bag. I got the berries one, and I just mix it up with some yogurt or some fruit juice or whatever. But yes, I'm learning what to put in my body and what not to put in my body. One thing I'm cutting out slowly but surely is sweets, because that's another thing too that I feel like that also impact me, especially in this heat. I don't want that. I want a slushie. I want, like, popsicles, ice cream, and stuff like that too. And sometimes that stuff is good, and sometimes it's not. We just have to pay close attention to that. But we're going to learn all about why it's important for us to have the nutrients for summer that will help us refresh and nutrients our body within the seasonal food that we eat. So summer food, they do help our body, but we have to make sure that it adapts to the heat, because it's hot, you know, like, it's hot, you know. Sometimes all you're going to eat is hamburger, hot dogs, potato salad, macaroni, cheese, and beans. Maybe, I don't know. And then for us to stay hydrated, please drink water, y'all. I really have not been drinking any sugar, like soda, anything. It's been nothing but Gatorade, fruit water, and smoothies. Other than that, I don't want that. Yes, at times you might take a shot or two, drink some wine, but always make sure you have something beside you to keep you hydrated and flush it out. And we also have to feel refreshed from the inside and out. Like, going back to, like, what we eat, what we put in our body, we have to make sure that even though it may feel good in the inside, but on the outside, we got to make sure it make it feel good too. Like, I could bite a cheeseburger, and if it don't feel good in the outside, it's like, maybe stop eating that. But nonetheless, y'all, let's get into it. So, who was impacted? The who within every vibe of the day so far has been everyone. Unless it's a topic that impacts with men, just women, whatever. But most of the time, y'all, so far, everything has been impacted by everyone, because everyone's impacted by it, from the little kids all the way up to elderly adults. And in this case, we're all impacted by what we put in our body, especially when it comes to seasonal food that potentially will have nutrients for summer, that's going to refresh us, and nutrients, and bring nutrients to us. Y'all, I think I said it wrong. So it's nutrients for summer, refreshing and nurturing seasonal food. Sorry, y'all. So it's nutrients for summer, refreshing and nourishing seasonal food. Sorry, y'all. It's just something about when I say words with the letter N in it, it don't sound right to me. But in this case, when it comes to nutrients for summer, refreshing, and I quit. But when it comes to this topic, y'all, everyone's impacted by it. And let me tell you how. So everyone can benefit from toning into summer nutrients, especially those who feel sluggish, dehydrated, or overwhelmed in the heat. Students, parents, athletes, business professionals, anyone on a wellness journey can elevate their health by paying attention to what's in season. If you're looking to glow, boost your energy, or simply feel better in your body, your plate is a great place to start. And that's a great thing to do too. So going back to me, y'all, going back on the journey that I had, you know, also a good example of unhealthy eating, for example, let's bring that into it, is if you're a college student, take it from a college student who's been in college back to back. My first degree, y'all, I went to community college. And when I would go in the morning, if I ain't have breakfast, I'm straight going to Starbucks. Most of the time when I go, I'm getting coffee. And it's the caramel frappe. And sometimes it's like that's not good for me. It wasn't good because all the caffeine. Or I might order a bacon, egg, and cheese from a restaurant around the corner before I get in the county, because in the city you gotta travel in the city to get to the county. They had Subway, pizza. They had salad bars, things like that. When as a college student, that's where the unhealthy eating habits start, because when you're stressed out and things like that and overwhelmed, you're hungry, especially being in a class for more than 3 hours. You're going to be like, bro, I just need anything. I don't care what it is. I just need something to help me up, like get me together. And that's how I was, as well as my classmates, y'all. Like, it was so bad with us. Like, at the class, we were like, all right, what we eating? And most of the time, what we had was not good. Like, it'd be greasy. Like, I would try most of the time to get, like, Chipotle, but then Chipotle didn't taste really good to me. Then, y'all, I would try to get tropical smoothie. Sometimes where I'm at, in Baltimore, it's crowded, and then it was so much. And then sometimes I was like, all right. Sometimes it's like, okay, we're going to make food. We're going to bring it here. It went well, y'all. Didn't tell. We just went back to doing fast food eating, as well as at home. Sometimes, y'all, at night when like my family, it's like, okay, everybody fend for themselves. Especially on Fridays and the weekend, you're fending for yourself. Unless on Sunday, it's like, okay, nobody's going to fend. Like, we're going to have a family meal, and we work that out, and it goes good. But from a college experience, y'all, I've always did not eat really so healthy, and it would be so bad. As well as working. When at one point in time, y'all, when I was working in the mall at Finish Line, it was so bad. You're in the mall, babes. You got Circle, Pizza, Burger King, Hibachi. Like, you had the smoothie place too. Popeyes. Like, it was so bad. And then, like, when I worked at Marshall's, you got Panera Bread, you got Noodles and Company. It's so much around you. And then also too, y'all, I did something that I never thought I would do that really scared me. And I was like, all right, I'm not doing it again. Energy drinks is also something that's unhealthy. And I started drinking them because, like, working 2 jobs as well as going to school, it wasn't it. Like, some days, y'all, like, I would leave one job to go to the next job. And I tried Red Bull sugar-free before, and it didn't really do nothing for me. Like, it didn't hurt me or nothing. It helped me, but it didn't really do much. Then the other one, y'all, I forgot what it's called. It's like Circular or whatever. Y'all, that thing scared me so bad, low-key, because I was like, I had too much energy. And I was like, okay, I was able to do so much. And then also, too, it helped me. It had me staying up all night. So that was another thing, too, I had to cut out. So that's when I just went back to permanently sparkling water, Gatorade, things like that. So from on a college level, working level, I seen the unhealthy eating habits. So the first thing that we should all do when it comes to us wanting to get that glow, boost our energy, and feel better, it starts with our plate. We have to make sure that we're eating things that's going to not only make us feel good, but also help us in ways that we want in our body, like our stomach, our gut, our legs, our feet, our thighs. But also, too, y'all, certain food can swell you up. Like fried food, greasy food, stuff like that can really swell you up. Like, I've seen it firsthand. Like, I never thought that eating so much greasy food can have your feet swollen. It's possible. Like, putting too much seasoning on this and doing too much of that, it's serious, y'all. Like, the diabetes, the sugar diabetes, gout, all that stuff, it's a serious thing. And that's why it's important that, yes, it's summertime, we're going to have a ball, we put in all this stuff in our body, but we have to make sure that we're putting in the proper nutrients in our body for the summer, for us to be refreshing, for us to have that refreshing feeling, and to, have that feeling that, okay, I don't have to worry about feeling sluggish and bloated and things like that too. Because another thing I tried, y'all, too, is Bloom. I really couldn't get into the Bloom because, like, y'all, shout out to everyone that's able to do it. I couldn't, like, I still have it. I just need to I probably could put it in a smoothie and blend it really, really good because, y'all, I tried it with water. They say you could do water, orange juice, or your favorite juice. I did water because I don't really drink juice that much no more. And I was like, okay, I drunk it, y'all. It's still, I could take everything in it, and I was like, it's bitter. But I'm going to try again and try the Bloom. But the whole point of the matter, y'all, like, we're all impacted by this. If you want to start, eating healthy, it starts with what we eat. It starts with your plate. Like, some people don't eat breakfast. That's okay. It's all right. I understand. Lunch and dinner, though, if you know you eat a lunch, you know you want a break or whatever, and then summer camp for the kids, stuff like that, and nursing home and stuff, make sure you're getting at least a healthy diet in within one of those parts of the day, especially when it comes to what you're eating, especially where you are. Because another thing, too, is I learned, even at school and working, when I was working, like, in-person jobs, greasy food can have you so sleepy. And a heavy meal of it, like cheese steaks, 4 wings and fries, salt, pepper, ketchup. That's where I'm from in Baltimore. If you don't know, you don't know. Having all that stuff is like, okay, I don't want to work no more. I'm time to go to bed. It's time for me to go to bed. I got the itis. And that's one thing I just want you guys to make sure, like, you can eat what you want to eat, but make sure that you're watching what you eat. So also make sure that you're getting the proper nutrients that you get, that you're needing, as well as, excuse me, y'all, it's not making you feel like you can't continue today. Because I promise you, now that I'm drinking smoothies, drinking water real heavily, the Gatorades, and cutting the sweets out, I am able to stay up as well as to get things done, like working from home, recording, getting stuff done for grad school, and whatever else may happen in the day. I'm able to I'm willing to get everything done in the day. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I do have a sweet tooth, and I've been itching for, like, some stuff. Like, I had ice cream Sunday. I did. I had ice cream Sunday, and it was good. It was like a reward. I'm not gonna lie. It was delicious. It was strawberry shortcake, Friendly's brand. Okay, it was worth it. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say like most people. They just cut it out completely. I did it before last year. I cut out the sweets completely, but I still have it here and there. So, like, every once in a blue moon now, I will eat sweets, but I'm not eating it every day like I used to. That was another thing, too, like working and a student. Sugar was another thing, sweets that would help you as well, but it wasn't really helping everybody. For me, it wasn't. Everybody helped them, but then at a certain point, I said, I can't do this. Because I had you bounce off the wall, too. Like the saying, you get that kid some candy, going to bounce off the wall. I guarantee you, he or she is bounce off the wall, and it's true. Same thing for us, like Red Bulls and stuff. If you do it, have us bounce off the wall. We all got our own type of thing that bounces off the wall. But the whole point of the matter of this question is everyone's impacted by this. If you want to start your healthy journey within your nutrients, the protein and fruits and vegetables for yourself, it starts with the plate. It starts with your plate. How you want to eat and what you want to eat, why you don't want to eat it, how many portions and things like that. I guarantee you, my friend, it's slow and steady win a race. Trust me, it's not going to happen overnight that you're able to master the meal plan. So take your time as much as possible. Because trust me, I had my freaking mess ups and hiccups with the meal plan. Like, I would stick to it at one point. Then I'm like, you know what? Don't let it be payday. It's like, all right, I'm feeding for something I'm not supposed to be feeding for, but I'm going to do it because it's like a reward. Like, the whole purpose, y'all, like I said, this episode had me, just when I was doing it, I was like, this had me dying laughing because, like, bro, we all go through it. We're not masters at it. And I just keep thinking about the episodes that they had, the little boy, when the lady came in there and dumped out everything in the refrigerator. Like, that's my fear. But, you can still eat what you want, but just be careful of how much of it that you're eating. Like sweets, you should not be eating sweets every day. You should not even be eating sweets for breakfast. You know how they be like, oh, pink ice cream for breakfast? No, babes, you should not be doing that. But if so, I need you to tone it down or whatever. But trust me, I told y'all, I be cheating sometimes. But just make sure that you know what's for your plate and how to digest it and everything of that nature. So everyone's impacted. Everyone's in benefit of the summer nutrients, because we feel sluggish at times. We be dehydrated or overwhelmed, especially in this heat. Like, we all want to make sure that our wellness journey is set, is good, and that we can elevate through this health within our health journey, as well as paying attention to what's for us and what's not for us, in the inside and out, especially in this season, because that also help us with the glow. That also help us boost with the energy, as well as making us feel good. Okay? So, number 2, what is the benefit? First and foremost, I think it's a very good benefit when it comes to what are you putting in your body and why it's important for us to know what nutrients should we put, especially within like the food chain bracket, whatever, when it comes to the proteins, the fruits, the vegetables, the herbs and stuff, because It helps us with our immune system, our energy, as well as when we go to the doctors, make sure like nothing's wrong with us, like high blood pressure and things of that nature. So I feel like it impacts us in so many ways when it comes to health reasons, because, at times when we eat, like me, y'all, I'm not weight conscious, that's what it's called, or something like that. But I just know what I can take and what I cannot. Like, y'all, right now I'm probably like a good solid 240 something. And when I started college semester, I was like a good 220 something. And the crazy thing is, too, when it comes to weight, people do not understand that some people, you will not see it automatically on them. Like me, I'm short, but I'm a little, thick and chunky in places. You wouldn't really tell. Like me, I couldn't tell at one point until I could see from my stomach when you got a hoop up. But it's okay. Embrace that body. But learn what you can put in it and what you can't. Like, when I go to the doctors, y'all, like, I went to the doctors in the beginning of the year. And the doctor was like, we got a weight loss program or something you want to join. I was like, okay, I'll join. Y'all, I just started the semester. I was like, look, I'll join. But you can learn ways on how to control what you eat and what you do and things like that. It's all up to you. Going to the gym, yes. Whatever class, karate, chachi, whatever. Do what's best for you. Don't do it because people are forcing you to do it because you're ready. And some people don't even really work out that much. They do some cardio. We're doing cardio every day, walking around and stuff. It is some people just like, I stick to the meal plan, do a little cardio. Some do both. Whatever floats your boat. But everyone's impacted by this. And it's so important of the benefits of why we need to pay attention on why it's important for us to know what to put in our body and what not to, especially when it comes to our plate. So what is the benefit? Seasonal eating boosts your immune system, improves digestion, and supports clearer skin, better mood, and more consistent energy. Food like watermelon, blueberries, cucumbers, and leafy greens help cool the body naturally. Whole fresh ingredients are also packed with vitamins and minerals your body needs to thrive. Plus, eating seasonal foods is often affordable, more flavorful, and satisfying. Now, going back to our financial standpoint, that's one thing too that we also need to pay attention to when it comes to food. We have to make sure that we're getting food that is affordable. Like the fruits and vegetables, at times it can be pricey depending on where you go. Up here where I'm from in Baltimore, we have a giant. You got ShopRite, Shoppers, Whole Foods Market, Sprouts, things like that. Aldi's is a very good one. They have all the items of food I just named up and more. That is affordable and it's flavorful, it's fresh, and it's just like, it's affordable. For one, like, hello, who don't like affordable food? It's flavorful and it's satisfying to the body. Even though it may be on brand or off brand, whatever. We have to think about what matters the most, and that is what is good for the body. Because also, too, going back to why it's important for the food that we put in our body, because not only does it helps us with our physical appearance, mentally, like it helps when you feel good. What else would I had on here? It helps us feel good to be in a better mood. Our skin impacts with it. Pimples are a big thing. Not even just like for women, when they say that time of the month you break out. No, men even break out with certain food that they eat or drinks that they put in their body, like greasy food. It can cause so many bumps in so many places. Some people it don't affect, and some people it do. For me, I would say I really haven't seen pimples from greasy food because I don't eat it that much. Even when I was eating greasy food, I still didn't see it. For me, I think I would see it most within sweets. Sweets. Because around the time, as a woman, it's raw and uncut. We all go through the phases in life when it's that time of the month, and we crave sweets, and that's a big thing. And then during the time that we're going through, we see pimples. Man, y'all, I seen like one all my chin, my cheek, and that right there was like, yeah, these sweets are making my skin not this way. And when I stop eating so much sweets like I did, I see a difference, as well as when I'm taking care of them pimples, like cleaning it and putting the pimple patches and things like that on there. As well as when it comes to the food that we eat, it also consists our energy. So we have to make sure that on a financial side that we're getting foods that's affordable, flavorful, as well as satisfying for us, but also mentally, wellness, and emotionally. Have to make sure that it's helping us with our skin, we're in a better mood, and it's helping us with our energy, because as humans, we're doing so much in a day at times, or we're not doing so much, but we're still moving around. And our body, like what we put in our body impacts us as well. Like, what they say, what you put in your body, you are what you eat. And at times, when we put too much of that in our body, you see a difference, you see a pattern. Even in weight, appearance, or within the mental side of things. Like I knew for me, like eating sweets was just like, I'm hyper as ever. And then sometimes don't let you be in a situation where you're upset and it's like, oh, this is really a reward when I'm going through stuff. So, everyone is benefited from this. Like, it's important that we have the nutrients for the summer to know that, yes, what we put in our body, it benefits us on so many aspects. The financial side, the mental, the physical, emotional side, as well as spiritual. I know y'all talking about how is this financially? Financially is because you want something that's going to be flavorful, affordable, and satisfying to your needs and your pocket as well as your body. Trust me, certain stuff, y'all, that I've seen, like sometimes even the high foods are not even good for us. Some people, to an extent. Like for me, I really can't. Like sometimes people be stuck on the name brand. Like growing up, y'all, I was like that. I'm like, why does this don't have the name brand on it? But then you look at it too, it's like even the stuff that may not be name branded, their calories are so different, y'all. It's like, wow. But nevertheless, everyone's benefited from it. Everyone is benefits from this. We're benefit through this in every aspect, especially financially, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. We're all impacted and benefit when it comes to nutrients for summer and nurturing seasonal foods. Number 3. When should you prioritize summer nutrients? I feel like right away. Right away. Even though we're in the second month of summer, that's okay. That's all right, my friend, because you still got time. You can do it right away or do it now. Matter of fact, do it right now. Do it now. Right away, right now, whatever you prefer. Or do it when you're ready, but don't do it when it's too late. If you know you're ready to change your life, to change what's on your plate, and do what's best for you for the better and things of that nature, for your financial stability, as well as your physical, mental, and wellness. Do it. Take it for example, going back to when I used to work in person. I didn't pack lunch. Sometimes we didn't feel like, I don't know if it's me, y'all, but packing lunch at one point in time with working with something was so funny. People be like, oh my gosh, you packed a lunch, you could have just bought it. But it's like at times too, can't afford it. If my pockets cannot afford it, I'm not spending my money on food in the food court when I got it at home. So this should be prioritized like right away. Do what's best for you, as well as when it comes to the financial side. When it comes to us putting when it comes to putting food in our body, it helps save so much money. Trust me. When I started to pack lunch and stuff at one point in time, I was saving hella money, y'all. But I'm like, I could put all this money to food that I could meal prep for throughout the week. Put it in, things that matters the most, especially when it comes to food. Like, why spend every day I'm working here $10, $20 a day on food that I could take to the market and meal prep for? So I feel like you should prioritize this right away. And the answer to that question is, when should you prioritize summer nutrients? Now is the time. Right away, right now. Right here, right now. Get it done. Summer is the perfect season to detox. It's a perfect time to detox. Hydrate often and eat meals that are light but nurturing. I say that for nothing. That's nurturing. Prioritizing nutrients before long days outside, busy work schedules, or travel plans. Think smoothies in the morning, fruits and nuts as a snack, grilled vegetables, or fish for dinner. Even 1 or 2 intentional scoops a day can help your body stay hydrated. Like I said, y'all, start now. If you know them pockets is hurting, my friend, because we're adding the financial part in there. You know them pockets is hurting, baby. I want you to go to the markets, my friend. Go to the markets. After work, wherever you're doing, go to the market. Stack up on all the food that you know you like. Like breakfast oatmeal is very healthy. It's amazing. It's super dope. Take it from somebody that loves it very, very much. oatmeal, nuts, smoothies, like I just had, cereal, whatever for breakfast. If you're a breakfast lover like me, get all the stuff for your breakfast. Lunch and dinner. Please make sure you're getting things that are able for you to help you stay up to par. Like lunch, a nice sandwich, tuna fish, peanut butter and jelly, ham and cheese, turkey and cheese, chicken salads, turkey salads, things like that. With a good side of what? Like they have chips that don't have like a lot of salt and stuff in there. You could do that. Dinner, going like to vegetables, you have grilled vegetables like asparagus, things like that, fried fish, chicken or steak, potatoes, broccoli, corn, whatever. It's for your beverages too. Smoothies are a good thing. Water, Gatorade, sparkling water, salsa water, certain fruit juices, y'all. I don't really drink fruit juice that much. If so, I probably put some in my smoothie, but not as much. But if you know, like, whatever aspect of the day you really love, like lunch, dinner, breakfast, make sure you get things that are affordable for you. That's going to also make sure that they don't have you feeling lightheaded, sleepy, drowsy. It's not going to affect the skin. It's going to have your energy boosted, as well as making sure that it's helping you in a way that saving money, and you can be able to eat this for so many days. Because that's another thing too with the meal prepping. After the third day, I'm not eating this again. That's just me. Like after the third day, I cannot keep eating this again. Like the first 2 days, yes, I'm excited. But after the third day, like the fourth day, no, something gotta give. Something gotta change up. So when it comes to you prioritizing your summer nutrients, please make sure that when you're getting these things, please make sure it's something that you know for a fact you're going to eat and not waste, especially when it comes to snacks like nuts, pretzels, cheese and crackers, things like that. I could eat that. I can do that. But all that other stuff, like sometimes it's like, I buy it, but it's like, okay, why I'm not eating this? And that's like a waste of money for real. So prioritize it now. Do it now, my friend. And make sure that it's affordable for you, as well as shout out to Pinterest. Pinterest even helps you map out things, and even the healthy eating apps also break it down for you. Even people on TikTok, y'all, oh my God, I love people on TikTok give their insights of what's the pros and cons for you and what you can eat, what you cannot eat. The doctors as well, like, don't you just love the internet at times? So do your research as well, but also know what's for you and what's not for you, especially if you're a person that likes to eat a lot or don't eat enough, or is in the middle. Like I eat a lot or I don't. Like high metabolism, low metabolism. Please pay attention to things that you can eat and you cannot eat. But make sure like you're eating something and it's light, but also it's going to fill you up in a good way. Me, y'all, like when I go out sometimes to restaurants, I get a good sized meal and it fill me up right in there. And then sometimes I may be still good to go. Or it's like, depending on if I had a busy day, it's like, okay, time for a nap. Don't get me wrong, y'all. We all deserve a nap. Trust me, I'm not going to tell no one not to take a nap. I don't care what you're doing. Take a nap. Love a good nap. But you don't want to always go out and be like, dang, I need a nap after this, even when you're at work and school and things like that. So, yes, when to prioritize it now. Make sure the food as you're getting, it's affordable to put on your plate. Make sure it's the things that you like, you want to try, and also, do your research on what you can do and what's not for you and what you may want to try. Number 4, where does summer nutrients shine? Well, this was where it gets the nitty gritty. Where I'm from, if you don't know, I'm from Baltimore. We have, them pop-up shops, the farmers market, and things like that. Those are very good places. Churches, even the schools may have fresh fruit and vegetables. Because sometimes you might not be able to get it in the market right away. And sometimes you can tell a difference. Like, you can tell when it's really, like, fresh out the farm and things like that. So, where does summer nutrients shine? It shines in your kitchen. When you go to the market and stuff, it shines in your kitchen. Your local farmer's market, like I said, or even a smoothie shop, or even, like, any other healthy shop they have. So in your kitchen, yes, like I said, going back to like when to get the stuff and everything, it starts in the kitchen. And y'all, that's when you find out things. You create meal plans for you and meals that you never knew that can combine together. Like I love salmon. Sometimes I like it to be grilled and sometimes I don't like it to be grilled. Like most of the time, y'all put it in the oven. I don't really put it too much on the grill because sometimes, like, I don't know. But yes, I like salmon with some rice, maybe some potatoes, broccoli. Like, you'd be surprised what you could put together with the stuff that you had. Your local farm, like going back to what I said, local farm, farmers market, things like that. They have a fruit. And then I love, like, when my aunt was alive, she would always go to the local farmers market. And what is so cool about the local farmers market, they'll tell you what is in season and what's not, especially for fruit. Like, I'm a big fan of strawberries. This is the season for strawberries. Winter time and fall, when it get cold outside, is not for that because, it has bad sunlight, things like that. Same thing with tomatoes, cucumbers, things like that. Every type of food that we eat and put in our body has a season. And you can tell when it's like, it's giving me nutrients, and then when it's not. Especially like when you go to the store, like if you are like really freak, I don't want to say freaky, not freaky. If you're really like a person that is fanatic with fruits or vegetables, whatever aspect, like a vegetarian, pescatarian, whatever, you can tell what's for you and what's not for you, especially when it comes to the fruit and vegetables that you put in your body and how it cook and how it look. Like, for example, lettuce. I don't play that. If the lettuce don't look straightly, like it's not green all the way, I don't want it. I don't want it. If it got brown, you can tell within your food, y'all. If you don't know now, you learn something new every day. Take a look at everything that you put in your body, or before you put in your body, take a look at the food before you put in the cart and whatever. See if it's all the way done. See if it's all the way clear and ready to be, to be eating. Even when you cooking and stuff, you have to make sure like everything's right. And one thing too, even when I was at Chipotle, going to Chipotle, Qdoba and stuff, some of the places, they were not even playing about their lettuce. Like, they're not putting their lettuce out if it's brown and stuff like that. And same thing with like the local farmers market is so dope. But the people be there, they be like, look, I'm breaking it down to you. Like, it's the season for grapes, it's the season for strawberries, it's the season for celery, it's the season for lettuce. I love it because I be like, it helps me to understand. Okay, I can put this in my body now and I won't have no problems. And then sometimes when you do eat certain stuff and it's not right, you can tell if it's in season or not. Trust me. Now you're learning something. Even though this is not a typical episode we talk about most of the time, but especially food is a good one because, we all like to eat. But it's also a helping and learning experience too, because it also helps us to know what to put in our body and what not to put in our body and how to tell if it's ready and when it's not ready. So, summer nutrients shine within the kitchen, the local farmers market, and smoothie shop. Tropical Smoothie up here, Smoothie King, and there's another smoothie shop too, y'all. I do not know the name of it in my city, but I love Tropical Smoothie. Smoothie King, y'all, I tried it for the first time ever, and it was so good. But now, I make my own smoothies. So I was like, save a couple dollars, but either way. You got your kitchen, your local farmers market, and smoothies and things like that can help you as well. Salad bars and everything. At picnics, barbecues, or even on your lunch break, summer nutrients can show up through colorful plates. That's a good one too. That's where I was getting to within the fruits and vegetables. The colorful plates, the mindful meals, and the hydration habits. You don't need a fancy diet. Just a commitment to listen to, committed to listen to your body, eat responsibly, and also full with a purpose. Your body will thank you for every fresh bite. So colorful plates, like, you have your red, greens, stuff like the portion of the plate, as well as the mindful meals, like being mindful of, okay, if I know I'm about to work a 12-hour shift or whatever, I need to put this in my body so that I could be mindful that it's going to be a busy day, but this food is going to help me when it comes to this busy day, as well as me staying hydrated, having the hydrate habit. Gatorade is very good. Powerade is also good. Water, sparkling water, salsa water, and smoothies. Please make sure that, your meal plan, the diet does not have to be the fanciest. The diet, you don't have to get, I got to get this expensive bottle of water. I got to get this expensive stuff for my smoothies. No. Just make sure that whatever type of diet you do, it don't have to be fancy or nothing. Just make sure that it fits your needs, your standards, as well as your pockets needs, as well as your wellness, physical, emotional, spiritual well-being, but also making sure that for a fact these food items and things like that is going to help you in so many ways on your weight journey, on your journey, not your weight journey, on your diet journey. Is going to be one that's the best for you. Like, we have to commit to listening to our body. Like I said to you, going back to last year, y'all, when I had the breakout, and I think it was something that I ate, I was listening to my body. That broke me out, and that led me to have a breakout. So please, y'all, get the regular checkups as well, and please make sure that you're putting food in your body that is giving you nutrients and that your body can take. Because you can tell when certain foods and drinks are not taking, and it's not good for your body. Trust me. Even when it comes to beverages and stuff that we're not supposed to be drinking, they say, but we do because, we grown and whatever. Even sometimes alcohol and things like that can even tell you too, like, this is not for me. This is not for your body. Like, do not drink it again. From throwing up, people be like, okay, I threw up because I didn't eat. No, you threw up not only because you didn't eat, because of whatever was in that food or the drink, it just did not meet the standards for you. And then don't get me wrong, sometimes we even try to go back and do it again. If you stay up cycle with it, don't touch it. And sometimes it may spring up on you as a surprise. Like, it may go good, it may not. For me, y'all, like, I haven't had Chipotle, and I tried it not too long ago. I was cool, but I think also too, for me, I didn't take a Benadryl that night. But it still was like, okay, it's fine, but I don't know what happened the next time. But, you always got to keep your head on a swivel and make sure. But the key is to also know what's for your body and what's not for you, from drinks to foods and everything like that, as well as the clothing. Like, I learned too, for me, I didn't know, like, certain clothes, because, like, I had certain pajamas that eat you up and stuff like that too. Like the polyester or cheap material. What's the polyester? Cotton is another one. It's another one, y'all. I can't think of it, but that too. We just have to be mindful of what we're putting in our body and how is our body taking it, because our body is a temple. And you want to make sure that you're filling your body with the nutrients for a purpose, and that's serving you a purpose in life as well. Because your body's going to thank you later for, oh my gosh, yes, he or she is feeding me the stuff that is needed. Yes. Your body is going to thank you, my friend. Trust me. My body is thanking me now. Because, y'all, at one point in time, by me just staying home, like working from home within career life, and then working from home when I do my series, and then when I have to go to the office or the studio to do vibing out with guests or whatever, before I would eat snacks, and at times after session, I'm like, I'm gone. I'm tired. I can't do it. But now that I'm doing certain stuff like eating and drinking, the stuff that I've been pulling off and doing, I have energy. Like, I'm active. And then when it's time for me to go to bed, I can go to bed. So, yes, like, you don't need a fancy diet. Trust me, you don't need to have a fancy diet. But you just need to have a diet that you can consist to, as well as your body is able to maintain and consist to. So eat with a purpose, because it's going to fill your body up. So, yeah, because your body's going to thank you later for every fresh bite that you endured in your body and stored and making it look good and toned and swole and all that good stuff. And lastly, why is important? The why summarizes everything, the whole purpose of this. Why is important? Because how you eat affects how you feel. Summer is meant for energy, joy, and movement. Not to be feeling like burnt out and out of it. When you nourish your body, you nourish your mind and mood too. Prioritizing your nutrients is an act of self-care. It's how you honor your health, your future, and your needs for sustainability energy in a season full of sunshine and opportunities. So yes, my friends, what is that, y'all? My camera, I don't know what that is. I'll think about it later. But yes, my friends, so that the why to summarize everything. It's important that we incorporate eating foods that's going to make sure that up here the mind is good, our physical, inside and out, emotional, spiritual well-being, as well as financial stability is good. Because what we eat affects how we feel, regardless. And you can see how it gives you and what it do. Like drinking certain stuff is going to affect how our body is. Going back to alcohol, y'all. Sometimes alcohol does good for the body and it does not do good for the body. Drinking and eating certain foods does good for the body. Salad may be good for this one. Chicken salad may be good for this person. Fish, whatever. It all impacts on the body. The summer is meant for us to have a good time. We have to have that energy, the enjoyment, and to have that movement and not feel like fragment and stagnant and out of it and burned out. Because when our body, when you nurture your body is good. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, y'all. I seen it. My camera's a little hot because I got this light on there. But we're almost finished, so it's okay. But when you reassure your body with things that is going to help you in the long run, it's also helping your mind, body, soul, and the mood as well. So that's why it's important for us to prioritize this, because it's self-care, and it also helps us honor your future, your health, and your need to stability, energy, in a season full of sunshine, opportunities, and us to have a ball. Okay? And the quote of the day, y'all, is let food be the medicine, and let food be the medicine, and medicine be thou food. And as always, here's a thank you tip. Thank you guys for tuning in. As you move forward through this sunny seasons, stay hydrated, eat the rainbow, eat like a rainbow, and make each meal a moment of love. Eat the rainbow, y'all. So let me break it down. Eat the rainbow, the colorful food charts. That's what that means. Not the Skittles. Do not, if you want to taste the rainbow with the Skittles, go ahead. But I'm talking about the food, the color food tray. We're the colorful plate in the rainbow. So, and make sure, make each meal a moment of love. Like, when people be like, "Ooh, you put your foot in it. This tastes like love." I want you to do that with your food, as well as your summer glow starts on the inside. So let the nutrients, insurance it one bite at a time. Keep vibing, keep fooling, and keep flourishing, my Viber friends. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's Vibe of the Day. I know it was something a little different, and it's so funny because I know y'all probably like, bro, she cannot pronounce that word to save her life. Y'all, even as a kid, saying words that start with an N is funny, and I don't have a list tongue or nothing. Like, I don't know, it's so funny. But I hope you guys learned a few good things this episode. I really enjoyed it while I was writing and stuff and doing the flyers. I was like, yeah, it's going to be good. This is going to be a good one. I'm excited for it. I was nervous, y'all, but I'm like, everybody is on that journey. You turn around wanting to eat healthy, and nothing's wrong with that, because we all want to have, we only get one body, and you want to make sure you treat it the way you treat everything else, and you want to make sure that it's good at all times. So why not, fill your body up with things that make sense as well as affordable, that's going to help you mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and emotionally. Okay? So without further ado, y'all, I thank you so very much for your time and patience. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys tap into your nutrients for this summer, as well as, doing things that's meant for your body, as well as when it comes to the food and drinking portions of your life. Please be safe out here. It's summertime. Please enjoy yourself. Have fun, have a ball, but also be responsible within everything that you do and say. Okay? You guys will hear from me next. Well, actually, you guys will hear from me Friday. And then you're going to hear from me next Wednesday, because that's the CEO's birthday. Ooh. Yo, I've not been really talking about my birthday because it's a lot going on. And I'm just so grateful to see another day. So, But yes, the CEO's birthday is next week. So, of course, I'm going to give you all the vibe of the day as well on my birthday. Why wouldn't I? But until then, guys, I love you all so very much. Please be safe out here. Protect yourself at all costs. Please make sure you're putting things in your body that is meant for your body and your body can take it, because your body is a temple. And yes, just have fun. Do things that you can afford, even though at times we do things that we cannot afford, but it's worth it in the end, because what they say, soon as I get it right back. But as always, y'all, I love you dearly. Please be safe, and you guys will hear from me Friday, and then you guys will hear from me next week as well. Please enjoy. Please be safe. And think responsible. Bye.